Welcome back to the Cave of Wonder Streamwalkers. I am your Sith Lord Callous, and this is Callous Games. Today I will be doing the introduction. That's right, I said the introduction to Greedfall. This will be the first time I'm playing it, first time you're seeing me play it. So I think I'll probably get about an hour in. Let's see what we got. Shall we? Visible there. That looks right. Save the changes. We are going with a new game. I don't have a game to load, so keep it on normal. And if you don't know, this is gonna be a role-playing game, action. I believe it's gonna. I hope, because the way I haven't read up on it or anything like that, but the way that it looked was that it kind of had a dragon's edge kind of feel to it, so that's why I picked it up.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes.
This is us
The
making
chin
our
a tiny
character,
bit
I guess.
lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Yes, I am a man, so I will be doing a man. I don't want a preset. What the blood clot? I think I can start with that as a base. Right? Well, shit. What the hell just happened? So you got Lord Jesus have mercy. Lord, what is this dude? Lord help him. Oh my goodness. And him too. What's wrong with that dude's face? What y'all think? This one or this one? Almost don't look like there's much difference. Anyway. I keep the model look going. He looks like a model. Do we need any facial? Oh Lord, look at that. Oh man. I don't think so. Kind of like that. That's kind of like me. Alright, let's start from one. What is wrong with those eyebrows? Oh, goodness gracious. That gives him sort of an evil look to him. Those are more natural though. Goodness, what's wrong with those eyebrows? Tempted. Wanted this one? No. This one. I'm going bushies. More of a natural look. Alright, skin color is good. Hair color is what it should be, which is dark. He almost looked like Jolie Bendu real quick. That's kind of cool. It's even darker. I like to give him a mage kind of a feel. Those are dark, yes. Sith eyes. We got to go with the Sith eyes. Something that looks majestic. And magical. I need them yellow. Are those yellow? Yeah, they look yellow to me. Those are pretty though. But we're gonna go with the yellows. Give me the yellows. Yes. Alright, now what? Next step. No, we're going to be magic. Starting skill, divine magic ring, stasis, one-handed heavy weapons. Recommended attributes, mental power, willpower. Recommended talents, science, and intuition. If we went to go with technical starting skills, set up an elemental trap, firearms, one-handed blades. Accuracy and agility, recommended talents, science, and lockpicking. So there's your rogue. And of course, the warrior, one-handed heavy weapons, one-handed blades, firearms. Recommended attributes, strength, endurance, talents, craftsmanship, and vigor. Science and intuition. That is, in case you don't know me, I'm a magic person. And, well, they recommended that we go with mental power. Well, what the blood clot hell? Willpower. Makes sense. Endurance. Damage plus. Armor damage plus. Willpower. Magic points. Of course I need that shit. Right? And then mental power. Magical damage is plus. How do I... Oh, you telling me after all of that I could only use one? Increases maximum magic points and spell duration. Attribute required to wear the best amulets and necklaces. Attribute required to wear the best rings. Magical damage. How do you only start me with 1 point? What the blood clot hell is that? Science and intuition. What do I get? 1 point over here too? Remaining points 1. What kind of shit is that? So science allows you to make simple potions, allows you to destroy weak walls with the help of explosive files. But intuition, gathering sites become easier to see, slightly increases the number of ingredients and objects obtained through gathering and looting, unlock contextual dialogue options. Now, this is going to be like KOTOR. I'm getting excited. Craftsmanship. Vigor level, charisma level, so I'm definitely going to up that. But let's start with science, I guess. Simple potions. So that'll help with healing, right? But I guess if I could gather more stuff, then that would be able to heal. Number of ingredients and objects obtained through gathering and looting, unlock contextual dialogue options. I wish I was live right now, because then I would just ask the chat, but let's go with intuition. That's it. Character, do you want to create this character? Yes, I do.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your
I think those eyes aren't green.
Character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
He barely had any goddamn thing done. Okay, let's see. Walking is kind of chubby. Ooh, I don't want to do that on anybody. Alright, so that's look. Obviously, if I hit trigger right and my trigger doesn't do that, alright. I'm not digging the way he's walking. I can talk to these people.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company. I lost almost my entire family in a few months. Why did they have to die?
Oh, I don't know, sweetie. I'm first time you, first time me, you know. Yeah, you need to get up out my way, bro. You could catch a bad one. Ooh, I don't like the way that you walk. I don't even know where I'm going. What is going on?
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Ha! Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Main attack is X. Oh, that was a cool parry, though. Alright, let's get this together. motion to a shortcut, use left block to open the tactical pause. Furious magic is left, shadow impact, shadow missiles, X, Y, and left trigger. And then A is dodge. Can I lock on to him? Alright, let's get it popping. Dude kicked my butt. Seriously?
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
I don't like the camera angles change without me being why is that person still standing? Alright, let's do it. Digging the controls, man. Oh, come on. That was a power attack. Where's my backup?
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Show him how happy you are that he's going along. Complain about being shadowed by a bodyguard. I don't know if I want to show him how happy, but I guess we
On the
are.
contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
It looks pretty good.
What is
What's
this?
wrong with her?
Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me
How you
cheer.
look like that, though?
They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort that to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
You sure you want to kiss her forehead? It looked like what she got is contagious than a mug. That's scary as nobody's business. Okay. Well, I mean, it looks pretty good.
Kurt, it's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Okay. Add to the team. Kurt. Confirm. So now he's on the team. Is that what's going on? Quest
Where
log.
would you like to be?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Looks good. Oh, the world looks alive. Is he following me? They jumping me? They not jumping me? What you want, bro?
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
So you waved me down to tell me that? Punk ass. That's kind of weird. What is she doing? You can access the map of the region directly by holding. Okay. I got some stuff. Contains your consumables. The Great Departure. Notify the Bridge Alliance ambassador about your departure. What about a side quest? Coin guard merchant. Negotiate with the vendor. Oh, there's a lot to read. Coin guard. Kurt. You've known for many years when he became your Constantine's weapons master. His childhood was tough, and he had a weapon in his hand as soon as he was old enough to hold one. Although he has obviously suffered from it, he does not seem bitter, just a cynical. And he shows you and your cousin an almost brotherly protective affection. Well, thank you, Kurt. This is Mr. D. C. You have known Mr. DC for years. This very cultivated man has taught you and your cousin Constantine history, the workings of politics, and the subtleties of diplomacy. You do not know if your uncle has sent him to you in the hope that he will keep an eye on you, or if he wanted to come himself, driven by the affection he has for you and his ever-lingering curiosity. After all, you've been hearing for years about his fascinating island and the mysteries it contains, which he hopes to shed some light on. Princess de What's up with these names? I'm trying to sound like an idiot. The Princess DS is the sister of Prince d'Orsay. Prince d'Orsay. I'm not French, goddammit. And your mother. She has always shown you a lot of tenderness, which is not commonly among the congregation nobility. She unfortunately came down with the Malachor some time ago, and has been living in isolation since then, her suffering and appearance preventing her from maintaining her role at court. Although she may be very sorry to see you leave Serene and be far from her, she prefers her only child to visit more welcoming shores and seek a cure for her people, rather than stay by her side waiting for her death. Mr. blah blah blah, brought up at the court of the Prince d'Orsay with his son, Constantine. You have benefited from the best tutors and masters of arms, as skilled in combat as in games of the mind. You have also shown early aptitudes for light magic. Your cousin has been more calm and thoughtful than ever, and you have always tried to protect him from the annoyances he has the power to attract, which has earned you the respect of your uncle and probably the appointment as legate. In other words, the senior diplomat on the island of Tyr. Freddy? The fuck? It is with a very heavy heart that you will have to leave behind your mother, suffering from the Malachor and close to death. But the opportunity that is offered to you away from the deadly atmosphere of Serene to accompany your cousin to discover new shores is not one that can be refused. I am tired and I'm reading like an idiot. Let's see, what do we have here? Mother's present. This present was given to you by your mother when you bid her farewell. Okay. We got in here. I just read all of that. Okay, Serene. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Serene is the biggest city of the merchant congregation and one of the most important ports on the continent. It is a very old city that sea trade has long made rich, which it is also the ultimate diplomatic city thanks to the neutrality of the congregation. You can find everything you can imagine here. People from all over the world come together, and its markets are full of the most exotic goods. For over a century, Serene's splendor radiated, attracting the best artists and philosophers of the time, despite the appearance of the Malachor. But since a little over 20 years, the deterioration of the congregation's relations with the Nauts and an aggravated epidemic have drastically reduced its prestige and population. Today, Serene is a city that barely survives by clinging desperately to its past splendor. Alright, let's keep it moving. What's wrong with this motherfucker right here? Okay. Now, while the world does seem alive and big and graphics look good, The people just seem to be walking around with no real place to go. Torn out diary page. My pains are getting stronger and stronger. My guts are churning. It is getting harder and harder for me to run to the shop. Some evenings I can't even feel my legs anymore. It is as though they've turned into ice. There's no longer any doubt. The Malachor has got me like so many others. Today, I had so little strength that I couldn't even cross the road to get to my shop. Who needs books when everybody is dying anyway? All that's left for me to do is drag myself to the little dispensary they installed behind the barracks and hope they can ease my suffering. Well, that's sad. Ooh, how am I breathing whatever these motherfuckers is breathing? I don't like that at all. Where is this door, damn it? Oh, I don't like these camera angles. It's like a slight turn and the whole shit turn. What you doing, bro?
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named Legate. Congratulations.
Legate.
Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that, I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teofredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Okay.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tir-Fredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses.
What?
But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tir-Fredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
That's it.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Lord de Sade. What you two looking at? Alright, we're gonna call it a day for the first round. That's just about an hour. I'll pick it up right here, maybe tomorrow. So far it's okay. I just don't really like the controls, but as far as the way the game looks, it looks good. The soundtrack is pretty cool. Textures, story seems to be pretty cool. The damn herkily-jerkily, as Chuck Wendig says, of the way you walk and the way the camera swings when you turn, I don't like it. Anyway, this has been Callous Games. Callous out.